boys! Come on! Yes! Come on! Come on! Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Get your comments absolutely flowing, boys and girls. Whew. Boys and girls, Hull City have won their first league title in 65 years. Yes! Come on! Sorry, what are we? I don't think the people at the back can hear you. We are the champions! That's what we are. Champions! Champions! Ole, ole, ole! Champions! Champions! Ole, ole! It's brilliant. Where's the beer? The beer's on its way through my system now, mate. Can we hear it? I don't think they heard you. Champions! Champions! Ole, ole, ole! Boys, I'm buzzing. I am absolutely buzzing. Come on. Get your comments absolutely flowing in the chat. And if you want to come and give your opinion on stream, there is the StreamYard link. I have just put it in the live chat. Cracking the champagne this evening, pal. Just beer. Just beer, Regan. Just beer. I'm at a barbecue tomorrow. I think you know how that's going to end. Plenty of beverages. I'm not going to show, but you all know. Under the name Champions. What's your thoughts, mate?
What are we again? Sorry, I don't think it's sunk in yet. I really don't, because look at Christmas, people were saying we'll be looking to get playoffs because we
were all saying that. Even in February, we were saying we'd be lucky to get playoffs, and look where we are. Blue Tube Regan says, "Drink my tears, maybe." My maths teacher's an Ipswich fan. At least you scored in this game. At least you scored today. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. What does this mean for the team next week, mate? It's Lewis, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does this mean for the team next week? Is he going to go full strength, or is he going to let players have games that haven't really had games? Will he give Max Clark a chance if he's fit enough? Brandon Fleming?
I'd probably just relax it. We've won the league. We've got nothing to fight for now. League's done. Promotion's sorted. There's nothing to fight for. I'll just give some youngers like the bench something. Don't go full strength, because don't risk it for the sake of it when there's nothing to play for. Because I don't know. Let's say Killers 5 does like an ACL.
Honeyman gets an ACL. It's a nightmare.
Like we've done what we can. There's nothing to fight for anymore. Just relax. Like obviously it's nice to go out, which as champions we've done, but it's also nice to win the game where we lift the title, to win that game as well as the title, because otherwise it'd feel a bit like low, because you haven't gone out with a win, if you know what I mean. Like, you've got the title, but it probably doesn't feel as much as if you've won that game that you get the title on.
I know what you mean. Now, I'm sorry, lads. Live chat has, for some reason, been disabled. YouTube have disabled it. I've just tried to put the StreamYard link back in, and they've disabled chat, which I'm not too sure why. But if you do want to come on, the StreamYard link, if you scroll up, it is there. So we'll run through chat quickly. Katie Powell says, feel aggrieved from a useless referees, it could have cost us, but not too bothered. We've got over the line one way or another. Celebrations all round. Up the ticks. Owen Rundle says, champions 2020-21. Congrats on the congrats. I imagine he's talking about Wigan here. Congrats on their survival. Hull and Blackpool, definitely the two best teams we've come up against this season. Good luck in the championship. Thank you. Lee UK gives us a black and amber heart and a tiger emoji. Love that. Get in there, Joey boy. We'd love to see that as well. I've never celebrated a loss more in my life. Sue, as Cristiano Ronaldo would say. Up the Tigers. So glad we can also get to stay up as well. We are the champions, as we've done. See you next season, says a Luton fan. And Katie Powell loved both teams celebrating and hugging each other at the end. That's the last live chat we'll see for this stream because it's been disabled. I'll tell you what I can do, though, is if any of you lot want to join, there's the StreamYard link. So just copy that into your browser and then you can come on if you fancy it. But what a season it's been, Lewis. What a season it's been.
It's been up and down. That's safe to say. Been up and down. I think we have that.
Life is a roller coaster.
It is, and that's exactly what the F1 race is going to be like tomorrow. A roller coaster. Anyway, back to the football, not the F1.
Yeah, back to football. Back to football.
Not the F1, football. Yeah. After that, I think I don't know. I'm pretty sure he went on not the best win after that 5-1 defeat against 5-1 or 4-1 against Fleetwood. I don't know how he did after that. I can't remember.
It was 4-1. It was 4-1.
Yeah, that was a while back, and I'm not sure how our form was after that, but I thought that.
See, we bounced straight back from it, and that's what the players have needed to do all season. If we've lost, we've needed to bounce back, and 8 out of 10 times we've managed to do that.
We did it against Fleetwood 2 weeks ago now. We did. We did it against Sunderland in a way where we drew the game, but we didn't win. But we still came up from behind, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm glad. I'm obviously speechless because like I had it. I don't know. Like last season was just so bad for everyone to do with Hull.
It was shocking, wasn't it? It was. It was a stinker.
First half, fine, absolutely fine. Bowen Grzycki leaves. Yeah, fuck off. You know. Dead wood. Dead wood. Like that's. I think every Hull fan like that second half of the season was dead wood, basically.
Have you seen what I've just done to both of our names?
See, oh, Jesus Christ! Just put the C brackets champions.
Of course, I've already changed my Twitter bio, my Twitter name.
I've been on your Twitter, mate. I'd have to go on it to be fair, but it's gutting because it's gutting that that they've decided to do the boycott this weekend.
It is because we don't get any of the content of George Honeyman going.
Freddie Mercury.
I know Freddie Mercury singing, "We are the champions, my friends."
What I'm wondering though is, will they film all it and post it Tuesday morning?
Yeah, I reckon that's what they'll do.
Because surely they have to post it. They can't leave it dead.
They can't just leave it, can they?
Like, I'm a bit annoyed though, because can't they just do it after the season ended? Like, there's nothing to post after the just that weekend, like where literally it's dead. Like the window's not open. There's no game week, so unless we're in playoffs, that'd be a bit of a bummer. But
yeah, I think they've done it on a game. They've done it on a bank holiday weekend, which collides with a game deliberately, though, because it's such an extended period of time. But realistically, I'm all for getting rid of discrimination, against racism, everything like that. But what is a few famous people gonna just not posting on Twitter gonna do?
Is it enough? No.
It's not enough. And I get it's to try and push the companies into taking more action. But for people actually stopping saying these horrible things, I don't think it's going to do much. But it's worth a go. A little part of me did not want us to win the league today.
Yeah, I've got to say a little bit when it said about the boycott, and then obviously people did bottle the lead against Doncaster. I remember on Tuesday I went on Aaron's match review. I just remember that was happy. I was happy in a way, but also devastated. Because
tell you what, we'll have to try and get Aaron on. Shall I drop him? I'll message him on Twitter and drop him the link because he has played a pivotal role. His team have played a pivotal role in what has happened today.
He's live. He's live now.
Is he live?
Yeah, he's live. He's doing his match review with all them lot.
All right. And also, someone's just put on Twitter as well. Let me share my screen quickly.
I'm just. Oh, we've got a wide receiver, captain. That's what we needed. Sorry, I'm just celebrating because my team from the NFL's just got what we need for next season.
Ain't not bad. And so someone on Twitter has said that in terms of honours and achievements for Hull City,
1966, the last one.
We need to update the Wikipedia. Yeah. Someone update the Wikipedia.
With immediate effect, otherwise you're getting sacked. just like Phil Foden did to his social media team after that Mbappe thing. Sacked his Twitter social guy straight away.
So next week then.
The team, I'm not gonna lie, the team I'd go with next weekend, Long in net, Emmanuel right back, Greaves and Burke. I think we have to bring Burke back. Now it's the story. We're not really going much, just playing him again.
It gets Clark, him some match fitness as well.
Yeah. Clark, if fit, if not, stick with Elder.
Yeah, I doubt we'll see Clark and Fleming.
Yeah.
However, this is a point of interest. Ant said it on the stream last week when we went up.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do with the left back problem with Elder, Clark, and Fleming? Elder's gonna be first choice, absolutely. But what about Max? And what about Brandon?
Fleming go on loan. I think that's the best way for him forward. It's like that's just what Ant said last week. Put him on loan. I think he might get some minutes at Hull, but I think it'll be to cup. It won't be.
If we keep Clark, Fleming is not playing.
No, unless Clark or Elder gets injured.
Yeah, realistically, if both of Clark and Elder get injured, then he'll play.
But not while they're both fit. And
as well, give Alfie Jones a new contract.
Yes, he's good. He's very good. I like him a lot.
It's so bizarre how we gave him such a short contract, 22 years old, and we only gave him a 1-year deal. I was perplexed at that at the time, and I'm even more perplexed now, especially if we don't give him a new deal, because, oh my word, he has been immense.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we'll give most of the players out of contract a new contract. I think we'll give most.
I think we will.
Burke will want to stay. He will march to the Arms doors and go, give me a new contract because he'll want to stay. Alfie Jones will do the same. Eves maybe, but McGinn,
I don't see us keeping Tom Eves next season. Not gonna lie.
I wouldn't mind her. But
I'm just trying to have a look now. Who is out of contract?
I remember last time you showed it. Long was, McGinnis was, Eves was, Burke was, Clark is.
Contract expires. McGuinness,
Slater, obviously, he's on loan.
Clark, Burke, Jones, and Fleming, all out of contract in the summer. And on loan, we're going to lose
Crowley, White,
Crowley.
Slater.
We're going to lose Slater, and we're going to lose Gavin White as well.
Would you like
of
to see
all of those?
Would you like to see both of them two come back in Crowley or White, or do you think we'll just bring one back?
Absolutely, I'd keep them both.
Because the thing that worries me about Gavin is he's had a few injuries since coming. Where Crowley, he's been very. I'd rather bring back Crowley than bring back White, in my opinion.
See, I disagree. White's only had the one injury. It's just been long term.
Yeah.
Well, it's been mid to long term. It's not kept him out for ages. It was a solid month.
Mm.
And the way we play, for Crowley to play in that central attacking midfield position, it doesn't work. As much as a great winger or whatever, and he's probably not going to be used under Aita Karanka. And when we signed him, there was reportedly that clause in the loan deal which said if we go up, we get him permanently. He won't get used at Birmingham under Bowyer. He wasn't getting used under Karanka.
No.
I think we'll keep both.
Yeah.
But I think it's more likely we'll keep Crowley because, all that. And there's rumours that Cardiff want to get Gavin White back, but I want to keep them both. Them both.
I'd have to keep them both because they're both good players.
And Slater,
I'd keep him. We haven't seen him much. Well, we saw him after the small injury, but we haven't seen him much as I would have wanted to see him when he came in. Because I thought personally he seemed alright. He's 19, so he probably has a lot of potential in him.
And apparently he's out of contract at Sheffield United.
I was just about to say that apparently he's out of contract at the end of the season.
Let me have a look.
I can't remember if I said this too, but I reckon they'll want to keep him because they'll lose a lot of players. Sheffield will, with them going down. They'll lose most of them. Norwood will leave. I reckon McGoldrick will probably leave. I know McGoldrick's striker, but I reckon
they'll lose a lot of players.
When you look
at who they've got there, I reckon they'll lose Ramsdale. They'll lose Fodringham as well. They've literally just signed them this season. Ampadu will go back to Chelsea. Egan will go. O'Connell will go. Basham will go. Jagielka, don't know.
He'll stay.
I think he's retiring.
Is he?
I'm not sure. I think he might do though. Ender Stevens, they'll lose. They'll lose Max Lowe, who they've just bought in. They'll lose Bogle. They'll definitely lose Sander Berge.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's rumours Aston Villa and West Ham want him. Well, the West Ham still is.
They might lose Fleck as well.
He's good. He is decent.
They'll lose McBurney, Brewster, Burke. I think Billy Sharp will stay.
Yeah, I think he'll stay. It's like
when you look at the rest of their side, I don't think Heckingbottom's any good at all.
It depends who they bring in as manager as well, and who they buy.
I'll tell you who they have got though, Sheffield United in their youth ranks. They have got a man by the name of Marcus Dewhurst, who is the son of former Hull City centre-back Rob Dewhurst. All right, Stephen.
Hey, mate, you all right?
It's a good day, isn't it? It's a very good day.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it all season, haven't I, So, yeah. Finally.
We've just been, myself and Lewis have just been chatting
about
the team, what he might play next week, and who we'd keep. We've been discussing about Crowley, White, Slater, haven't we?
Of course, yeah. It'd be nice to keep on all of them too, but depends what goes in and around the market, doesn't it,
It does.
I don't even see rumours that we want that. I think his name's like Randall Williams. He's like a attacking fullback.
Yeah, that's the one.
He's like a wing back from Exeter.
I don't see why we'd want him because we've got Coyle and Emmanuel. I don't see why we should bring him in.
Yeah.
And then, you think of... we've been linked back with Scott Fraser, haven't we? But MK Dons want a massive fee for him.
I haven't seen anything about we want him again. I know he left. I know he left Burton on a free, didn't he? Went to MK.
He did. He did.
Can you check Josh Emmanuel's contract? Because I remember, I think it was midweek or maybe last Saturday, Aaron said apparently there's rumours going around he's apparently out of contract this season, at the end of the season.
June the 30th, 2022.
Then whoever, because I know Aaron said it weren't that much of a reliable source, but apparently he was out of contract at the end of the season, and there was rumours saying he potentially
2022, mate.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Whoever treated that for Aaron.
It's this time next year.
Next year.
What music's that? I'm gonna get claimed again.
That certainly isn't me. This one.
I'm watching the NFL draft.
It's not me this time.
Right.
It's not me this time. Don't worry.
I'll certainly whack that on once we finish this. Definitely. Regan Slater. I'm trying to find his contract.
I wonder if they picked up a knock this game because he didn't start today. Richie Smallwood started over him. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
I think that was purely because Smallwood's fit again and he's the club captain.
Yeah.
And it's just,
captain.
He's the captain.
Get straight back in the team. Because if the drops like Doherty or Honeyman over him, then that's just like daft. Because them two are like number one first choice, like centre mids, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, Ant.
Now then, how are we doing?
It's a good day, isn't it?
It's a very good day.
It's a party atmosphere, I'm sure, at your house.
Mine it is, yeah. I'm here on my own, so I ain't got a little kid to worry about this time. I can neck as many beers as I want.
That's a right sound of that.
But
Joe, it's just gutting. It's absolutely gutting. And Stephen don't have the C in the name.
Oh no, we need to sort that, don't we? We need the C in both of your names.
I've got it in my name on Twitter.
What's it mean by that? I'm confused here.
Champions.
Oh fucking hell, yeah, of course. My bad. A thick moment that.
There we go.
That's better. That's better.
I'll change mine if I can. Hang on.
I've changed yours.
He's done it.
Oh yeah.
But we've talked a lot about just the overall season. We need to have a little focus on the game. Wigan weren't a bad side, were they?
No, not at all. It was very end to end. Like the first 10-15 minutes, they had the upper hand. We was nervous and we was just not keeping on possession well. We was struggling, and then the McGuinness goal just calmed us down a bit. No, not the McGuinness goal. Keen
Lewis Potter. I mean, even McGuinness's goal came at the right time as well, didn't it?
Yeah. I keep on forgetting that McGuinness missed that chance. That I thought he scored on Cam's blooming stream. I was just sat there, I was celebrating. Bloody missed. I thought he went in because of the angle of where like the camera was. It looked like he went in there first. But then, yeah.
He had a goal disallowed as well, didn't he? What were all your thoughts on that?
Nah, it's right cool. He was a foul. He was holding him, and unfortunate, but he was the right call at the end of the day.
And what are your thoughts on the disallowed goal?
10 of one and 6 of the other, innit? I think defenders and strikers always pull each other. I don't know. It can get given either way. Just one of them. It's part of McGuinness's game that he probably has got away with it a few times, and it's just if the ref's keeping a keen eye, he doesn't. That'll happen sometimes, yeah.
Talking about the ref keeping a keen eye, that penalty shout, is that tackle of the century by Greaves or a blatant penalty?
Yeah, it's a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty. It is a penalty. At first, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's fine. The show week, I'm like, never mind, it's not fine. That's
We were due some luck from a ref, to be fair. We've been
Oh,
taking
we were,
some
weren't we?
absolute stinkers from referees all season, so it's about time that we got something in our favour.
You call it. You talk about shockers today. The people penalty was a shocker.
Yeah, that was poor.
That was
He just
shocking.
backs it.
I've seen that. That is a disgusting decision.
Mate, like I say to you, like I was saying to you before, and Stephen joined, I was on Cam stream. Oh my god, they were going ballistic. They were going ballistic about it. Never seen Cam so angry in my life. Never.
I wonder what our mate Naz's thinking about that game, man.
Yeah.
Hull City
Yeah, he won't be
Twitter.
happy with it.
Hull City Twitter love him.
Oh, well. I ain't actually been on Twitter that often because obviously I've kept the podcast account off social media, so I've tried to stay off myself, but I couldn't help myself to get on after that one, just for my personal account. So I haven't seen many other reactions, to be fair.
I've not seen many because the game finished. I had my tea, then I've come straight up here and jumped on this stream. I mean, we were talking before, weren't we, Lewis? What sort of team is he gonna put out on Sunday? Do you reckon?
I think he'll play a few of the fringe players. I think you'll see players who have been unlucky to miss out, and I think Gavin White and then will start. I think you'll see maybe Sean McLaughlin get a start. I'd like to see Jacob Greaves up front. He needs a goal, doesn't he?
Doesn't he?
Best thing I've seen all season. Heard all season. I mean, he is due a goal, and it's this way.
He's absolutely due a goal, isn't he? He was
yeah.
cruelly robbed of one against Doncaster.
I thought it
boys.
wasn't.
Hey!
Is that now? I need to.
That's them running out right after the game. I've been looking at all the images and whatever on Getty because I've been thinking thumbnail for next week.
I was down there when they all ran out.
Oh wow!
I got back about 25 ago, something like that.
Yeah, I've seen all the photos and they've all got bottles in their hands already.
Oh, it was class, yeah. I wasn't far from catching. Have you seen the video? I don't know if you've seen it. Tom Eaves give his shirt away.
Tom Eaves has got more league titles than Harry Kane.
Well, Kevin De Bruyne's son's touched more trophies than Harry Kane.
And you're not talking about Zinchenko.
Yeah, I got back. It was good, quite good that. I won't actually. Tom Eaves chucked his shirt away, and I was literally about 2 people from catching it. I was like, doesn't matter. So
I don't mean.
I can imagine the club will auction them shirts off. To be fair,
you what? Sorry.
Yeah.
I think the club will auction the champions winning shirts off.
Yeah. Of course they will.
I mean, they did it with the promotion winning ones, didn't they? From Lincoln.
Yeah, they'd been good if there were no COVID, and I think everyone would have given the shirts away, or boots, or training stuff, whatever, everything.
Yeah, if there was no COVID, people were chucking all sorts.
Because they were just behind this red tape, weren't they? They couldn't get out, even though there was a fence between all the fans.
It was good.
They couldn't go past a certain point, which was really weird.
Callum Elder got chased around the car park, like. Because of that red tape, and it was just going all the way across the green fence. And there was just these 2 lads just going absolutely mental, as you would, like, wouldn't you? Just,
Joe, what accounting?
Say again, mate. Hull Wi-Fi.
What the hell?
Hull Wi-Fi, eh?
Yeah. What were you saying, Lewis? Oh, he's gone.
Disconnected.
Yeah, great. I'm only seeing a couple of bars on the bottom right of my computer screen, so I'm panicking. But it's been a great season, hasn't it? It's been a fantastic season. Do you reckon we'll be able to do it in the Championship, survive comfortably, not be in the same situation that we were?
Long as the Allams do their investment, then we should be all right.
I even think the team that we've got's good enough.
I think it's better than last year.
I think the standard of the Championship's dropped a lot. If you look at that league right now, even the teams that are coming down from the Premier League have been woeful this season as Premier League teams. I think the standard of the Championship next year will be the most even it's been in a long time.
Again.
If you look at the likes of Rotherham that could still stay up, Derby could still stay up, but they're awful. There's a lot of teams that
they're all awful, aren't they?
Seem to be on the decline. It's a league that's on the decline. Teams that tend to be up there are falling down. Sheffield Wednesday are going down. You know, the teams that have come down are looking like they're going to stay back up.
They can all shut up now, can't they?
Wednesday going down.
They can all be quiet now, can't they? Them fans.
Yeah.
Oh, Hull, you're never going to get back up. You're always going to stay down in the crap league. Who's speaking
now? We had to call on David Myler to defend us from Keyboard Warriors on Twitter. And now look where we are. He's calling McGuinness a garden shed on commentary. And we're in this position where we're going to be a league higher than them.
I was saying before, you guys joined, I'm just gutted that the boycott came now and not a few weeks down the line, because we don't know how they're going to be celebrating, because we can't, because they can't post.
You can schedule tweets on Twitter now. I think we'll be all right.
I'm happy the boycott's happening, but it's just a shame it's this weekend and not the end of the season.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, you look at what happened after that Lincoln game at the training ground. I said to you, didn't I, Lewis, that we want George Honeyman as Freddie Mercury singing "We Are the Champions."
Yeah.
Well,
they're leaving the title, the handoff of the title till next week anyway, aren't they? So that they can actually post stuff.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything this weekend. They'll do it all next weekend.
Yeah.
I can imagine you'll see they'll get him a gown and a crown and everything. I think, George.
I was saying to Joe, they'll probably film stuff tonight and then just post on Tuesday morning something when you can go back on.
Yeah, they'll post some stuff tonight, but they'll do all the obviously the handover of the title and everything, which would have been today. Usually, they've scheduled it for next week instead.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to win it against Adkins. Well, to be given it against Adkins, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, Nigel's great, and I'd love for him to get in the playoffs, but
it's looking unlikely.
This lot come first. We want to win. Want to lift that title in style.
I think they've got to win both of their games, Charlton. They might be able to beat us if we play a week inside.
Before, and it's still tight for positions that have nothing to play for. When you look at, what have Charlton got to do? If they win their game in hand, they've got to win both their games, and hope that Portsmouth don't.
Yeah. If we play a week inside, they've got a chance against us on the last day. I can see us losing against Charlton, because I think we will play all the second and third string. I think a couple of youngsters might get a run out as well.
Do you reckon Max Clark will be fit enough?
I'm hoping so.
I hope so as well.
But if not, I'd like to see Fleming play.
Yeah.
Will he be fit enough as well? Because he's coming back from injury too.
Trying to think of what players. Or maybe give Salam a good chance. I think we need to see 90 minutes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Even
Joy, tell you what would be funny is if he plays Josh McGuinness but drops Lewis Potter and Wilkes, and McGuinness pips Wilkes to top scorer. But I can't see that. I think Eves is starting against Charlton.
They've got 50 between them now, haven't they?
Yeah,
they're on fire, them three. If you'd have said to me at the beginning of the season that Josh McGuinness would be just shy of 20 goals in League One, I think I'd have laughed at you.
I'd have laughed at you. Me and my granddad, we have a joke that we call he calls McGuinness a donkey and calls Eves headless.
Yeah.
And he texted me when McGuinness scored. Donkey scored again. What's happening? He says he scored 18 times this season. You've got to be used to it by now.
Be good to see Harvey Cartwright play.
Harvey Cartwright, yeah. It'd be nice to see all of them play. I mean, I've got the list of squad numbers just here. Trying to see. I reckon he'll give Burke a run out. Could maybe see Emmanuel coming back in.
George
maybe James Scott as well.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I reckon Slater will come in. Crowley could be given a go as well.
You'll see.
I think he'll keep Greaves, Honeyman, and Doherty in there.
Just for that power in the middle of the park, innit?
Oh yeah, we'll fall apart without him.
We fell apart without George Honeyman. Well, we didn't fall apart, but we were a bit slack, weren't we, against Fleetwood, I think.
Definitely, we did miss him in that first half.
Yeah, we did. I was annoyed that half. I was thinking, no, this can't happen right now. And then obviously, I think it was McGuinness or Lewis Potter the other way around scored the second one, and I was like, get in.
I think it was harsh for Regan Slater to be dropped today.
Yeah,
it was very harsh, wasn't it?
But
I think he wanted to add Smallwood in just for that sort of experience and expertise.
Experience in the situation we're in, and he's the captain.
As Joe said, though, innit, it's Richie Smallwood. As soon as he's fit, it's straight back in. No questions asked.
Yeah. I see, the thing is as well, is that I like Richie Smallwood. I think he's a good player, but I'd actually have him going on current form. I would have him as third choice for that role. I'd have Jones and Slater above him in that position.
He was poor for their goal, wasn't he? He was just very...
Yeah. I don't think we concede if Slater's on the pitch in that situation. Smallwood just doesn't have the pace to keep up with him. And I thought Smallwood had quite a poor game, to be fair, which is a shame, because it's nice to see him back.
It's always nice to have your captain back, isn't it, after he's been out for a little while?
Yeah, and it's going to happen, innit? When you've had a bit of a lengthy injury. I mean, we didn't even expect to see him again this season, so it can be it could be a bit harsh saying that he's had a bad game, because obviously he needs to get back into the swing of it, and he's in his 30s, isn't he? So
I know he'll be a crucial player for us next season, Smallwood, because he's got the experience. Yeah. And if we bring in a few more experienced heads as well, there's the rumour mill that's been started by Curtis Davis saying he wants to come back.
Both Davis and Huddleston, haven't they? They've opened the door.
I know. That's got the rumour mill going, hasn't it?
You see, the thing is would all of you take both of them back then?
I would.
I'd have Curtis Davis back, but I think Curtis Davis might be a bit more effective as coaching staff. But at the same time, he'd be a leader on the pitch. So,
I mean, my next door neighbour comes to watch the game with us. He said we could do it with Michael Dawson.
Oh yeah, that'd be even better, wouldn't it?
Thing is, I'd take them both back purely just for the expertise. You know, if you're looking at Tom Huddleston, you know, teaching someone like Slater or Alfie Jones, then his passing technique and his close ball control, or same thing with Davis, passing his knowledge and expertise onto the likes of Jacob Greaves, then you know you've got a future England player getting moulded there in Greaves. I think I watched him today, and I honestly thought I need to tweet out and say Greaves will be an England player because he was fantastic today. I think he'll get overlooked obviously because we scored 3 goals, but he was brilliant today. It's even like on the ball.
These last 14 games, there's not been a player who's underperformed. I don't think.
I don't think anyone. I do fair. Anybody that criticises any player this season, you need to be quiet, because what the players have done this season. Because for a team to come back who had an awful second half season and honestly finished rock bottom in the championship, to come back how we've done this season is unbelievable. And bear in mind, we lost Leader still. That was a big loss. So how yes, we've got the signings in, which is good, but we lost some key players. I
don't think De Silva would get in this team.
What do you reckon about if Jordi Device came back? Or is he no?
Device's whole City career's gone. Simple as.
I'd tell him.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be bothered. If we kept him, then fair play, because he's shown that he can be a championship standard defender. I just don't think if he's easily enough pushed out of the team by a youngster in Jacob Greaves who hasn't got that much Football League experience, then that speaks volumes about his character to me. If he's not willing to fight for his place again, then I'd let him go.
And Greaves is playing the way he is as well. There's just no competition when he's in that rich vein of form.
Yeah, you've got Alfie Jones that is more than capable of playing there. We've got Burke, Greaves, Sean McLaughlin showing he's good. We've got Festus Arthur still somewhere in the squad. I don't know what's happening with him.
Injured. Got a thigh injury in January. He's going to be back for pre-season.
So, if we can sell him, I'd sell him. I'm hoping that they've got a buy option in summer.
I think they have.
Yeah,
I think
they do. Yeah, I can't remember how much it was, but they do.
Is it because he's been playing well for them? So I think they'll buy him.
He's been injured most of the time there, if I'm honest.
And then who else is there who's out on loan? Samuelson. I think he'll be gone.
He'll be gone.
He'll be no go. I think he's too clumsy, Samuelson.
He never really got a fair crack at the whip, did he? But I didn't really think in the little amount he played, he showed much.
No, I think he did. I think it's a similar situation. If you look at the likes of Samuelson, he's had a similar sort of experience as Thomas Meyer and James Scott, in given that when they've played well, he's put them back in the team and let them play, and then they've played terrible, so he's dropped them again. They've had more than enough chances to get into the starting lineup and impress, but they just don't take it. And Samuelson he had that good game in the cup against Grimsby, and everyone thought, here we are, we're seeing the real Samuelson now. We never saw it again.
I don't think we ever saw him again after that. I don't think he played after that.
I think he made a couple of sub appearances, but
that's it.
Like that was to like teammates and like that.
Yeah, he's at Aalborg now in. Is it Denmark?
Norway. No, it's Norway.
Norway.
He went back to his own country.
Which is a shame because he's only young and he's got a lot of potential. A lot of the West Ham fans were saying we got ourselves a bargain with what we bought him for.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it was in Man City's academy. There's a reason West Ham fans rated him quite highly.
He's got ability, but you've got to have the desire to implement it. I think the thing that makes Malik Wilks look so good is that he's got so much ability that even in the last 6 or 7 games where he hasn't played to 100%, he's still a game winner. And he's not even really trying.
Tell you what, for Honeyman's goal, though, I thought by coming inside and waiting so long, I thought he'd absolutely bottled it.
Yeah, he tends to do that. He does a bit too much.
I was like, no, he's bottled it. Then Honeyman smashed it into the far corner. I was like, oh, no, he hasn't. Come on.
No, look back heel. It was spicy, yeah. But that's what I mean. The thing is, Wilks could do next to nothing for 65 minutes, but then in the 35 minutes or so that he has played, he's got you 2 assists and a goal, possibly. So he's one of them who just wins games playing at like 50%. Yeah, he's just so if he gets to a point where he's got, a consistent level of 75% or above every game, he'll be an absolute gem, especially next season.
Oh, we'll need him like Jared Bowen next season, won't we? Obviously, he'll never be his level, but we'll need him to like his extent, if you know what I mean. And then he'll go away.
Him and Lewis. The good thing is that both wings now. The thing was with Bowen and Grosicki is Grosicki tended to be the assister and Bowen the scorer, whereas the current setup we've got 2 goal scorers,
which is if anything better, really.
Yeah, because and then obviously McGuinness through the middle scoring
because they can both assist at the same time as well. So we're not missing out really.
Right, I'm just in the works to try and get on Aaron because he's just finished his stream, and his team Doncaster played a key role the other night.
Yeah,
in securing us this title today.
Oh, it was quality. I'm guessing you've all heard about it. People decided to set fireworks off and they're 2-0 up.
I know.
No, Bolton did the same today. Not fireworks, but flares outside the stadium just before the games, chanting EIE up the football league we go, and they came back to fight him because they just didn't get promoted today.
Yeah, they conceded the 96th minute to lose, didn't they?
Winner. Well, defeat, yeah. I didn't know that happened.
Jacob chuck it off granite in the mud.
Right, looking at our team now, where do you say we need to improve for next season?
I think we need depth in the wing position because if you lose Lewis Potter or Wilks, if we don't sign White, for example, we haven't got much there.
Bring White in. Maybe a better backup striker option than Tom Eaves as well.
Well,
a different type of striker as well, because I wouldn't like we've got big nomadic 6 foot plus aerial men. So I'd like to see a different type of striker to run a different kind of game if it's not going well.
We were going to be in for that Johnson Clark Harris, but they went up today, so I don't think he'll move.
No.
Right, we've got 2 more in.
3 points.
Aaron.
3 points. 3 points.
Aaron's in a lot better mood. this week.
3 points. 3 points. 3 points. Rovers.
Another one. Another set of 3.
Rochdale fans, baby, are you down? Oh, I'm joking, of course. I hope you go back up to League Two.
You've had a great day, Aaron. So have we. But I want to focus a little bit more on what happened the other night, about you coming back after the from 2-0 down against Peterborough, a result which has led to the eventuality of us winning the league today. Peterborough doing what they normally do and bottling something at the end of the season.
Peterborough fans, get a receipt on them fireworks because you let it off way too early. They underestimated the power of the mighty Rovers, and they need to get a receipt on them fireworks and put that champagne on ice.
Our champagne's still there, though.
Yeah, champagne's already gone.
Yeah, it's got all over Grant McCann. It's got all over Grant McCann's head.
Last week.
But yeah, man, it's unbelievable. You know, it was a great result. They underestimated how we could come back with the form that we were in, and it doesn't matter what form we're in. We just seem to come back at certain points in the season, even in just certain results. That was one of them, and one of the star performers from that game played excellently again today. Jason Lakilo. That man has turned a flaming corner. I said it on my post-match reaction, and another Donny fan said it. That man turned a corner in the last game. And then as soon as he put out after that match that he was excited, he had a new breath of fresh air about him. Today, absolutely ecstatic. Taylor Richards, the Pogba of this team, just silkier than some ribbon. Silkier than ribbon. It was unbelievable from Taylor Richards again today. And, mate, Peterborough were they were 2-0 up. We were playing shit. And Peterborough were like, yeah, set off the fireworks. Let's have a bonfire party. Yeah. We came back 2-2. Catch a receipt from the local fireworks shop, Peterborough fans.
Fireworks sales have gone down the pan.
Yeah, but no,
and
trust
straight
me.
back up today. Have you seen the penalty decision? Have you seen the penalty?
I had the game on another monitor, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. Even Peterborough fans were saying that wasn't a penalty. That was
disgusting.
There was a penalty.
And you know what? We've said for years now about the policy of refereeing at different levels of football in this country. How long would it have been before referees made bad decisions, technology or not, Premier League or lower league, that would affect a season, that would affect a team's season? This is one of those times. And also, there was a Wigan fan in my stream that said, didn't Wigan deserve a penalty? And even Hull fans are saying they deserved a penalty in that game as well.
They did, to be fair,
and the fact that a ball came off a Wigan player and it went it came off a
Keane Lewis Potter ran it straight off the pitch and we got a corner for it.
Yeah.
Not quite a body slam from against Sunderland, but it's still...
No.
Honestly, we've had shocking refs all year. To see us actually get some decisions
we
like
deserve a little bit of luck, don't we?
The refereeing in this
that ref we had at York play
was
absolutely shocking.
And then we had him against Sunderland, and Sunderland
was shocking again.
Record against him of any ref in the division. And
he probably got Donny away for being injured.
But you know what the weird thing is? You guys said the referee was shit. We were saying the same thing because we were thinking the referee was on your side, not our side. And I'm kind of glad that we snatched a point out of that now because of that Coppinger free kick. But no, honestly, it's... You know what? Since Portsmouth won today, it's now mathematically confirmed that we're staying in League One. We had a little bit of hope, but it's now mathematical. We're not going into the playoffs. So,
how does it feel as a Donny fan to see McCann win the league? Then
that's an interesting point as well.
That's just unfortunate.
McCann promoted, Ferguson promoted. It gets harder and harder every week. But
at least one might get relegated.
But you know what? No. You know what? I'm not even faulty about it because I congratulate them. There'll be fans saying, "Oh, McCann's a snake, Ferguson's lunatic or some kind of type bastard or whatever. But you know what? I'm a humble fan. I'm one of the humble fans that'll say, you know what? Congratulations to both of them. But I think for the rest of this season, now that we're not mathematically playing for anything this season, all we can hope for is to finish inside the top 10. And I know a lot of rival fans were saying to me and other Donny fans, well, you guys deserve to have been in the top 6 compared to a couple of other teams because, you know, you guys were up there for most of the season. And then suddenly your manager decides to leave after being given, you know, the manager was given the world on a platter. And, you know, after the manager got the full backing of the board, he decides to walk and join Sheffield Wednesday, who were all but relegated. So how did that move pay off, Darren Moore? Yeah. But it was.
Thank God he's relegated them. Thank God they're down.
Sheffield Wednesday and Wigan are all but relegated, and it could be Derby if Rotherham win their game in hand and then win on the last day of the season. So
I've always wanted to ask a Donny fan this actually. How does it feel that Darren Moore left what looked like certain playoffs possible or my promotion chances with Donny for almost certain relegation with Sheffield Wednesday? He saw that as a more appealing job.
You know what? Joke's on him, because now we're going to rebuild with a brand new. We know what we're going to rebuild now next season with brand new squad, brand new strategy off the field, brand new players, brand new manager, and from what I've heard from the names that have been interviewed, I can't reveal who the names are, but trust me, it's so exciting. The names that I've been hearing from the bookies. From rumours, from loads of different things. And I've seen the criteria of the final 8, right? And I didn't say this on the last stream, but I got the criteria for the final 8. And 2 of them are stepping into their first Football League job. Some of them have got top flight experience. Some have got promotions and silverware experience. 4 of them are currently in jobs. 4 of them are unemployed. Butler was given an interview because it's club policy. You have to give Butler an interview because it's club policy. But it's very likely that he will not be manager. I think he'll be a player next season, in my opinion. I don't think he's getting the job. So it's out of the rest of the 7. So they've got the final 3. I don't know who the final 3 is. I've got a feeling that Richie Wellens will probably be one of them because he's been the favourite ever since Darren Moore left. Even when we signed Butler on to the end of the season, I think Wellens was the fan favourite. So I think he'll be at the interview. And I did hear, I was doing the lineup reaction stream at the start of the day, and I did hear from a Rovers fan that he'd been spotted outside walking out the keep moat yesterday. I was thinking, you know what, maybe he was filming the James Coppinger tribute video for the EFL Awards. But I was thinking, hang on a minute, they filmed that a few weeks ago because it was on Coppinger's Instagram. So maybe it's for something else. I don't know. Maybe there's something in Wellens leaving the keep out yesterday. But we're just rebuilding. It's now just about recovering form, recovering pride. And then we face Blackpool on Tuesday. We get the 3 points hopefully on the road. But then Sunday, hang on. I need to check the date. I need to check the official dates. The official date of next Sunday. The actual
Sunday the 9th at 12 o'clock.
Sunday the 9th of May, 2021. Mark that date on your calendar. The final match of James Coppinger as a Doncaster Rovers player. After 17 years club service, it's his final match as a Doncaster Rovers player. My God, I'm going to be there at the Keep Moat Stadium outside, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be watching the game on my mobile data if I have to. If I don't get any Wi-Fi service, I'll turn on my data if I have to watch the game from outside the Keep Moat Stadium on my phone. And I will just cheer on James Coppinger with the thousands of Donny fans that will be there. We'll be there in force to say goodbye to an old era and bring in a new era next season. The aftermath of Coppinger's era. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be really, really hard because all I've known is James Coppinger since 2004 when I became a Rovers fan. And, you know, when he scored his first goal in that Carling Cup penalty knockout against Manchester City in 2005 when we knocked out Man City, Stuart Pearce's Man City in the penalties. You know, Coppinger's first goal in 2005, that was a moment for me. I was there at Bellevue watching them score the goal against Manchester City. I was there at Bellevue when we nearly knocked out Arsenal. I was there when we knocked out Aston Villa. I was there when we knocked out Southend, who are now unfortunately relegated from the Football League today. It's a sad day for them. But I was there. I was there in 2008 at the Keepmoat Stadium when we scored in that 5-1 win in the second leg. I was watching the Wembley final. Coppinger was there for every single moment at this club, all the great moments, all the bad moments, from Championship to League Two.
He was the one constant.
I was there on the last day of Bellevue, on the last day of our old stadium.
Before you became an arsonist.
Yeah, well, no, John Ryan was the owner when we left Bellevue. It was because Richardson left the club when we were relegated to the conference in '98. And then from 98 to 2013, it was the John Ryan death dream mentality when we rose as a club. So, Sunday is going to be a very, very sad day for me as a fan. I've got no shame in admitting this. I might be a man, but I've got no shame in admitting this. I will probably cry on Sunday next week because it means that much. It means that much to me as a football fan. It means that much to me as a Doncaster Rovers fan that we're saying goodbye to a massive era at this club. And yes, the season wasn't as great as we'd liked it to be, but it is what it is, and that's all we can wish for. And
the day's about Coppinger, not the overall impact of not the overall season.
Like I said, we're not playing for anything. We're not playing for anything now, so it's all about making sure these last two games are the best games we can play in our club history, and seeing Coppinger out on a high note.
And just to see him off, yeah.
And I'm sure we're gonna have that.
For the final 5 minutes, we'll just go to the Hull City fans for everyone's final thoughts. We'll start with Stephen, then we'll go to Ant, then we'll go to Lewis, then we'll end with Max, and then Aaron.
I'll give you my thought. I'll give you my thought.
Feel free, Stephen. How does it feel to finish off?
Relief. That's all I can say. Relief. Because if you think that season, didn't we start against Gillingham away? I think we did.
Gillingham away, yeah.
I think we must have got. Yeah, I think King Lewis Potter up and scoring. I think
Lewis Potter and McGuinness.
Yeah, go to that. I think, but after that, I think we must have gone. We must have won. Was it 6 in a row, all clean sheets? Or was it more?
So, yeah.
Or was it more? Yeah, and I was thinking, this is after the running, and then we got beat 4-0 on the road against Fleetwood. And I was thinking, this could be a rocky road. And then, but we have had a few sticky patches in our way. We have. I think we've gone. I think it was near Christmas time. We must have lost. I think it was about quite a few in a row, and then we picked up our feet again, didn't we? And then I think we haven't lost since January time.
We haven't lost since Ipswich at the KCOM. We've gone on 14 games unbeaten.
That's meant.
And as you've basically said there, we've taken the rough with the smooth, and it's ultimate in its. Meant that we are going to lift that trophy on Sunday next week.
It's just like what I mean is, as I say, it's relief. Like I had a little feeling it was going to happen, but when obviously things happen in the road, I think, oh no. But I never thought that we'd lose our momentum of getting promoted. I always thought that we'd had it in us because that league doesn't suit us at all. That's not where we belong. We belong Championship, potentially the Prem, but not yet, obviously.
In recent history, Premier League.
Yeah,
but I'd probably say overall Championship.
Yeah, but League One does not meet our criteria at all. Whatever happened last season resulted obviously in relegation, but we had one aim to get straight back out of there. We have, so.
And we've done it.
Straight out of it.
And final thoughts.
The club needed it. I think the last few years have been very bad. Well, to be fair, starting from Bruce resigning when we got promoted to the Premier League, it's been on a steady, rapid decline, really. And we've seen some Premier League talent leave. We've dropped. The Championship got gradually worse and worse every season, releasing players, letting them go, replacing them with freebies, loanies. We were just on a steady decline, and then last season selling Bowen Grosicki and then going down by winning one game for the rest of the season was just dreadful, wasn't it? So I think a season like this where we've put a lot of faith in youngsters, we put a lot of faith in young players. Grant McCann has earned some respect back, me included. I was calling for his head December, January time.
So was I.
Yeah.
So it's good that he's managed to come round and win quite a vast majority of the fan base back and prove that he does know what he's doing and that his his vision's finally come to what he wanted the side to be. It's shown that he's got a bit of prowess in the transfer market. You know, Greg Dockey, Louis Coyle, Richie Smallwood, they've all been very good signings. So hopefully now this is a new period where we can start building on the youth that we've got and looking forward more than, you know, stopping that decline and making it an incline instead.
Couldn't agree more. First title in 65 years. Build him a statue? Question mark.
I can't. No.
Not sure about
Lewis,
statue.
what you got to say?
It shows you the group of players we have and how close they became over these last, eight or so months. We all knew dropping into this league will not be easy to come back to, because the players when they came off their holidays or whatever they did, fully focused on promotion straight back, because they know where this club's going to be, and they know very, very much well. This is not where this league is not where we are. This the group of players we have, it's I don't know. At first thought it was will we actually go straight back up, or will we struggle? Because I remember watching so many League One predictions. Whole game put mid-table. So many up where
journalists were saying that we'd struggle to stay in the division, and McCann gave that to the players as motivation. Said, "Prove them wrong," and look what's happened.
Dan put us 18th in his predicted table.
Like I say, it just shows the togetherness and how close the group became over the last few seasons, months.
And Max, you've not spoken so far in the stream. Give us 1, your thoughts on the game, and 2, your final thoughts.
Well, absolutely brilliant performance from the lads this afternoon. I was watching it. Brilliant goals, brilliant assists, and everything. Really enjoyed watching it, very end to end. And I think Grant McCann's focusing on putting youth players in, trying to use them before we get into the more experienced players. And it's paid off eventually. And I'm really excited to see how the next season will turn out. Because obviously relegation's still not decided yet. Relegation from Premier League got Sheffield United, West Brom and Fulham if they are counted now.
I think they're basically down.
Yeah, but next season's going to be a roller coaster just like this one. And as Stephen said, 4-0 against Fleetwood at the start of the season, I was like, oh no, not again. Played Wigan twice in about 3 weeks. Really glad about the 5-0. Then it was 3-1. So brilliant performance overall this season, and Grant McCann's done a very good job. I was thinking he was going to get sacked at some point, or he was just going to step down and go somewhere else. But he turned it round, and he's took us to the point where we can maybe even get promoted next season. But hopefully, but it will be tough as well.
It will be tough. And I wish and for next season, I give my best wishes to Doncaster as well. Yeah. Aaron, you've said that you're building something new. Coppinger is on his way out, and a new dawn is on the way. And I wish whoever's in charge and the players that are brought in, the players that stay, the best of luck with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird one, because this is gonna be the first season without James Coppinger in 17 years. It's a new era. It's a brand new era for this club, and you know what? I'm so proud as a fan to be a part of that new era. I'm so proud to have seen out the old era of Bellevue and seeing the Keepmoat era. I was pleased to be around during the John Ryan era and see the David Blunt era step in 2014. I was so proud to see so many top players, loans and permanents come and go. Billy Sharp, Sam Johnstone, John Lundstrom, so many players. Billy Painter, if you remember that one. James O'Connor, James Hayter, Jason Price, so many talented players have come and gone, and Coppinger's still been here. And now, you know, the fact that it's ending after 17 years, it's heartbreaking. But if we want to, but maybe, you know, he's called time, and maybe this is the dawning of a brand new, exciting era for this club that will take us possibly even further than the Championship. Maybe this could be an exciting new era for this club. But from a Hull City perspective, I'm going to be completely honest here. Hull City, I know you all say that League One isn't your league, but trust me, you, on behalf of every single other League One club, you've been an absolute asset to this league. You've brought us so much attention. You've brought us so much, press interest, and you see the openness of the league. You see how tight it was right until the final days, and even though the title was decided today and promotion was decided last week, that's how tight this league is. That's how tight the teams were, and the fact that we were a point away from top of the league at Christmas, and now we're fighting to stay in the top 10. That's how tight this league is, and one bad slip of performance in a few game period could really, affect a team's season.
It change the league. A couple of defeats can change the complexion of the league.
Absolutely. Yeah. But finally, my message to Peterborough fans: congratulations. I know, Darren Ferguson was our old manager and that, but I've got no qualms about that. I'm a humble fan. You know what? I give my praise to you for that, even though it was a dodgy penalty. You still played good this season. You still got some wonderful talent. Clark Harris. As soon as he left Bristol Rovers, I knew they were down. Sariki Dembele, who's going to be a top talent in the Championship. Joseph Bursey, the emergency loan keeper that was once our keeper this season for a period. So, so many great players in that squad. And for Hull City, man, like I said, you guys have been an asset to this league. You've been an asset to all of us. And we all I can do is just wish you luck in the Championship, because I know it's going to be a tough league with the Sheffield United and the West Brom and the Fulham going down, and it's going to be a very, very, very tough league with the teams coming up as well with you, with Peterborough coming up, with one of Sunderland, Lincoln, Blackpool, and either Portsmouth, Charlton, or Oxford in 6th place. So it's one of those 4 teams coming up with you in Peterborough. And you think of the teams that are still in that league. Sheffield Wednesday and Wycombe are all but down. Rotherham or Derby are joining them. Look at the other teams in that league, man. Nottingham Forest, Coventry, Birmingham.
I've said it before. The standard of the Championship has dropped, and basic summary of what Ant said. We have no reason to be scared heading into next season.
I think you could easily get mid-table to playoffs at best. I think mid-table to playoffs is
a bit of a push.
But I'm going with a big gap here. I'm going from like lower mid-table to like a final playoff spot. That's where I'm sort of ranging my predictions for you guys for next season. But honestly, man, my message from every League One club is thank you for a great season in League One, and I applaud you.
Thank you very much, mate. And that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you very much to Lewis, to Stephen, to Max, to Aaron, and to Ant. It's been a pleasure having all of you on the stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And there's one game to go. After that, we will be in the Championship.
I just thought this is the last time I'll be able to do this season. Like the last time I'll be able to do a stream on your channel for at least a year.
You can do it. You can do it for me in the cup. If qualify the cup
competitions is our hope.
I think that's all what you've got, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been great fun interacting with other Hull City fans this season, fellow League One clubs fans as well.
Hopefully, I'll see you at the K-Cup next season, Joe.
Yeah, hopefully. I know you're in Leeds, but I'm assuming you'll get down to games as frequently as you can as well.
Definitely, I think I'll buy a membership next season.
Hey!
No, as I said in the last stream, if we get promoted, I would get a season ticket. So
empty your wallet, Stephen. Empty your wallet.
It's gonna have to come in.
but you definitely know that, even though we're in League One next season, I'm going to still be getting down there to the Keepmoat Stadium as much as possible. And yeah, we go again next season, but I feel an exciting new era coming. I feel it in my gut. I feel the board have listened to the fans, they've admitted their mistakes, and they're going to rectify that, and they've started already. So I've had some very good sources saying there's some great names that have been interviewed. So very excited.
And on that note, I'll let everyone watching get on with their evenings. If you're a Hull City fan, celebrate. And I'll let all you guys go as well. Aaron, celebrate your victory because you've not had many in recent weeks, if you don't mind me saying. and Stephen, Max, Lewis, I'm sure there's some partying to be had in your living rooms.
Definitely.
Everywhere in my house, mate.
My disagree. I don't care. Let's get this party started.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Thank you to all you guys for being guests on the stream. We'll see you later. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. We are the champions, my friends. Goodbye.